The Lancastrian phase of the Hundred Years' War refers to the period between 1415 and 1429, when the conflict took a dramatic turn in favor of England, largely due to the leadership of King Henry V of England. This phase is marked by significant military victories, political maneuvers, and a series of pivotal battles that shifted the balance of power between England and France. Background: the English Resurgence. By the early 15th century, the Hundred Years' War had reached a stalemate, with England and France both enduring significant losses. However, following the weak and unstable reigns of Charles VI of France and Henry IV of England, Henry V emerged as a charismatic and determined leader in England. His ascension to the throne in 1413 marked the beginning of a new phase in the war. Henry V's early years. Henry V inherited a throne weakened by internal strife, but he quickly established himself as a capable and decisive leader. After securing his reign, Henry V focused on revitalizing England's military and diplomatic efforts in the war against France. His ambitions were fueled by the Treaty of Troyes, 1420, which had recognized Henry V as the heir to the French throne, a key advantage that would shape his future strategies. Key events of the Lancastrian phase. 1. The Battle of Agincourt, 1415. One of the defining moments of the Lancastrian phase was the Battle of Agincourt, fought on October 25, 1415. Henry V's forces, heavily outnumbered by the French, achieved a decisive victory. The English longbowmen played a pivotal role in breaking the French cavalry and inflicting devastating losses on the French army. The victory at Agincourt strengthened England's position in France and cemented Henry V's reputation as a military leader. 2. The Treaty of Troyes, 1420. The Treaty of Troyes was another critical development during this phase. In 1420, the treaty recognized Henry V as the heir to the French throne, bypassing Charles VI's son, Charles VII. This was a major diplomatic success for England and ensured that the English would control much of France, including the French capital, Paris. 3. The marriage of Henry V and Catherine of Valois. In a political move to solidify his claim to the French throne, Henry V married Catherine of Valois, the daughter of Charles VI. This union provided Henry V with both a dynastic claim and a personal stake in the throne of France, further strengthening his position. 4. The French response and the role of Joan of Arc. Despite the English successes, France was not defeated. In 1422, Henry V died unexpectedly, leaving his infant son, Henry VI, as the new King of England. This created a power vacuum, which was exploited by the French, particularly under the leadership of Joan of Arc. Joan's visions and military leadership revitalized French resistance, marking the beginning of a shift in momentum towards the French side in the later years of the Lancastrian phase. End of the Lancastrian phase. The Lancastrian phase effectively ended by 1429 with the coronation of Charles VII as King of France, and the French resurgence led by Joan of Arc. Though England remained a formidable power, the French regained key territories, marking the beginning of the end for English dominance in France. Conclusion: the Lancastrian phase of the Hundred Years' War was a period of remarkable military successes for England, particularly under Henry V, and marked a high point in English fortunes in the war. The victories at Agincourt, the Treaty of Troyes, and Henry V's strategic marriage allowed England to make significant territorial gains. However, the phase eventually gave way to French recovery, as internal English strife and the rise of French resistance, led by Joan of Arc, began to reverse England's progress, setting the stage for the final phases of the war.